What punch is that? What's up? This is Angelo Ferrer, head coach over at Kajukenbo, Gelo, Japan, and also host of the Social Gelo with Angelo Ferrer. I'm making this video to clear up some stuff about some punching techniques. People use different terminology, and I think this is the biggest problem when I hear people saying, like, go look at some of the stuff I'm putting on YouTube. That's not a cross, that's a straight, that's not an overhand, or that's, they're always coming up with some different words. I think the biggest problem is people have different words according to what combat sport they come to. Sometimes these terms cross over, sometimes they don't. So here, I'm just going to clear up the first part of this video, which was called, what punch is that? Right? That's the title of the video. What punch is that? So, I have my assistant here, Gigi. Let's start off with a comment that was made recently on one of my tutorials about the overhand. The guy was saying, that's not a parry, that's an overhand. Well, let's talk about what an overhand is first, because he was saying that it wasn't a parry, it was doing a timing bag. It's kind of difficult to do a parry on a timing bag, so we're just going to go over that first. So, if I lined up here with Shinji, if I go right down the middle of his guard here, that is a straight. If I come over his guard here, if I loop it, that is an overhand. So if he has his guard hand up and I loop over like that, that would be an overhand here. And there's different types of overhands. There's a wide overhand that I personally don't like, and there's a small overhand that I personally do like. That's an overhand. So then, what's a cross? I always hear people, I see people saying, oh, jab, cross, jab, cross. I have a big problem with that because unless you have an opponent that you're actually crossing over with, a cross is supposed to go over your opponent's guard. Different from the overhand. My overhand loops around. While the cross, when he throws a jab, I come in over here. And it crosses over his guard. That's why it's called a cross. As he had his hand out, it came over. The difference between a cross and a straight, it's the same technique. I'm still pivoting at the hips. If it was inside the guard, it's a straight, right? So kind of at an angle here. If it's inside the guard, it's a straight. If it comes, as he's coming in for a hit, if it crosses over his guard, it is now turned into a cross. Okay? So this is a big problem I have with people saying jab cross. So hopefully this video cleared that up for you. The difference between what punch is that, right? What punch is that? Again, overhand comes over. And so then what's a parry? A parry involves an opponent attacking you. He throws a jab and I parry down here. An overhand would be me punching with my hand closed. A parry would have my hand open. And I think that's the problem I have when I'm showing stuff on the timing bag, because I'll have my hand open, and especially if I'm doing a multiple technique, like a jab, straight, switch, parry, overhand, right? That's what things, and I said overhand, again, I said overhand, and the guy's like, that's a cross. I don't understand how it could be a cross on a timing bag. Because again, unless the timing bag grows arms, then it's just either an overhand, because I brought the angle up and over, cross that way, not a cross, over I should say, an overhand, over that way, or it's a straight, right? It's a straight, the difference between a straight and my overhand. So that's, hopefully you can clear this up. What punch is that? Grab someone in your gym, grab someone of your partner, whoever your partner is, and ask them the same question. What do you think a straight is? What do you think a cross is? What do you think an overhand is? Have this conversation. In psychology, we always say, we call these operational definitions. Does it have 4 legs and a tail? Is that a cat or a dog? Check it out. That's the only way I can explain it. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you all next time. If you like what you saw, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications, and comment. I appreciate the comments, even the criticism. It makes me make more videos. It makes me think about what I'm doing and what I'm doing out there.